Today we are reacting to the brand new Sims 4 Life and Death expansion pack trailer together, following on from the crazy announcement of Project Renee and that other random mobile game. Any shut up. This is where they unveil the bonus content. Embrace what's next. Embrace microtransactions if you pre-order. To be continued gameplay trailer. Okay, so this isn't like an overview of the gameplay. This is more of like a pack concept trailer. There we go. Microtransactions galore. So initial views, I like the idea of a funeral, which is a bit of a weird thing to say out of context. I like that we finally got graveyards. I did see a couple of things borrowed from previous occult packs like Realm of Magic and paranormal stuff. I guess there's only so much new stuff they can do with a million different DLCs. They're going to have to borrow things from older packs, but okay, we're going to look at it from the beginning. Firstly, if we look at this like countdown, I didn't even notice before in the right, there's a crow. So it looks like birds are confirmed. I really hope as well as the crow that there's going to be like a parrot or like some other animal that you can get for it. Regardless, we got a first initial look into the world, and in the gameplay overview, they're going to play this up as some incredible town square, when in reality, it's just chess benches and barbecues, but it kind of looks a bit medieval. I don't know what like this world is inspired by, to be honest. It looks like a mishmash of different kinds of styles. I don't know. I can already tell I'm going to hate the world. Look at how like low res, like look how gross these houses are. It literally looks like a chode. They probably could have done a little bit of a better job at detailing there. That's me being anal. So it looks like, okay, this guy who's dressed up as a chicken or whatever he's dressed up as, okay. I don't understand. He's playing with the bird outside dressed as a bird. Why is there like a bird? He's fighting with a bird outside. Is it like some kind of performance or some kind of show? You can see in the top left, okay, there's a spectre ghost, which is what we had in paranormal stuff. This one is teal colored, and we didn't have teal ones, I believe, in paranormal stuff. Forgive me if I'm wrong, we may have done. So I don't really know what that's about, to be honest. And then they've shown her doing the tarot card readings, which I'm assuming is going to be a brand new career in the game, or maybe like a self-employed side hustle or something. So they've showed this guy dying in bed. Is dying by like, I wonder if it's going to be a brand new death type, just like dying in your sleep. That feels a little bit too realistic if they do that, because like The Sims has always been goofy, humorous deaths, not like realistic deaths. So I wonder if that's the case, but it shows a new animation of the little wisp going up. And then the next thing they show another neighborhood of, okay, can we, you're going too fast. Please stop. Thank you. I'm just having a look at the world. I can't tell which is a real lot and which is set. I know I'm going to hate the world. I already know it. There's going to be fuck all there. These shops, they're not even going to be rabbit holes. There's going to be nothing. They're giving us nothing. We're just getting trees and mountains with fake buildings that are very low poly, low res. So yeah, I'm probably going to give the world a 1 out of 10 as per usual in my reviews. At least this lot on the bottom right appears to be touching the pavement, which is a first. That's always good. It looks like it's allegedly touching the pavement. I don't know what this, I'm sure they'll do a blog post soon about it. Anyway, this seems to be another part of the world where it's more countryside-y, rural. We've got a very big house here, although again, there's not much really going on in the world. There'll be no reason to walk around and explore because there will be nothing to explore other than benches and barbecues and fishing signs. Oh, look at this roof though. There's a brand new roof swatch and it's got like holes in the roof. That's a little bit cursed to have a hole in the roof. I don't know how I would style that personally, but it's cool if you want to make a decaying build. The architecture here looks quite regal actually. I like the columns. I think I potentially like the design of all of the build stuff here. It looks quite nice. It looks like the kind of stuff that I would use for making a fancier build. The Sims team recently, like they absolutely love their fountains in all of their recent worlds. Look in the bottom right, there is a coffin shop. This looks like a coffin shop. This is, why is there a coffin shop just in the streets? What the hell? Why? Okay. There's also a face in a statue in like a cliff. I assume there'll be nothing you can do with it though. You can just look at it and maybe get a mood lit from it. Plus +5 happy mood lit. This looks like a funeral like place. What I don't know, what do you call those? A place where you have a funeral, like a church. So, okay, we're just looking at all of the build stuff here. I think it all looks, it very much kind of reminds me of the paranormal stuff pack, actually. It just feels like it definitely feels like my first paranormal stuff, like an extension to it. It seems like there's a lot of clutter. Here's an outdoor funeral. Looks like you got the stone slab coffin thing here. The build style's like kind of medieval, kind of not. I don't really know what it is. This is a more modern funeral. It looks like there's an urn there with a heart around it. So we're getting new urns in the game. There's a statue where the toadstool is at. People are going to say fairies confirmed. It looks like she's lighting a candle there, paying respects. Do you want to know something funny? Like there's literally just a sim. There's literally a sim in the background on his phone. I wonder if this was intentional, if it was just like dumb Sims AI. These kids are paying their respects at the casket. He's throwing some alcohol in there. Okay, so this looks like it's basically confirmed that we're getting a will in the game, which I think is going to be a good idea, as I'm honestly begging that it doesn't glitch. I wonder if you can like decide who gets how much money, or if there's like an in-game system where the game decides. I don't know. Looks like they're arguing over the will. Though I want to look at these pictures. So it seems that they're standing in front of a tree which has got like a face on it, and there's a hole in the tree. I wonder if that takes you into like the spirit realm. There is also a cow plant here, and the cow plant is dead, which I think is really interesting. I wasn't expecting a dead cow. I wonder how that would work. Honestly, I never play with cow plants. He's standing in front of a well. Maybe that's the entrance to the secret world. I don't know. This is a soul's journey. Lives bucket list. Find the well of longing and regret and discover goal undiscovered. And you see, you go through. It kind of looks like the reputational fame system. I don't understand if this is when you're alive or when you're dead. Do you know what I mean? Like, would you do... She's not dead, is she? She's put something in the well and a ghost has come out the well. Is she a ghost? I'm confused if she's dead or alive. I'm really confused. Have an otherworldly adventure. So it seems like there's things you got to accomplish. I'm assuming this is a bucket list before you die. This is quite cool though. This little like mystical lake. Although what's going to happen? Does it just turn you into a ghost sim for a few hours? It looks like there's some dead fish in there. A new fishing type. Yeah, this is definitely, you can see a house in the left. This is some kind of like spirit realm or something that you'll be able to visit. There's definitely something going on there. Reconnect with family. What's this? Oh, this is a bar. And then this is her turning into the Grim Reaper. And it kind of looks like, you know, like Hercules. It's kind of giving Hercules. I'm assuming it's a live Grim Reaper career or something that you're going to be able to do. I wonder if it is. I've been really wanting a live career for ages, so I'm hoping that it is. Again, this is obviously a rip-off from Realm of Magic, which is a way that you enter maybe the new spirit realm. And then this is her reaping the soul of a dead person. And then this is the real Grim Reaper showing his face, but it's blurred because you're not allowed to see his face. Something that I do wonder, okay, with this brand new Grim Reaper career, in order to have the career work, are just like every single day you go to work in game, is some random sim in your world gonna just like drop off and die in order to make this career work? I just can't see it working logistically if your job is to reap souls. Like, will it just randomly like just kill off any old sim in the game? And do you know what I mean? Because what if you're just like what if you're like a rotational player and then just like a sim you're playing with just gets killed off by the game because it's just randomly decided to kill them? I don't know how this career would work logistically. We'll have to wait and see. So this looks like a crypt firstly, and it looks like a proper functional object. Obviously it'll be a rabbit hole, although it looks like we've got all, oh, it looks like a new stone stair there, which is nice. It looks like we've got all the objects then to basically make your own graveyard in any way that you like, which is cool because we've been desperate for these for literally ages. This one is very interesting. EA don't normally use terrain paint in their builds. The terrain, you know what I mean, land up and down. This is maybe another one. Looks like there's going to be lots of graveyards in this world and some random crypts. Looks very depressing. Then it says embrace what's next with a baby falling down. I don't know if there's any significance in that or if it's just a special effect. Okay, what's the Grim Reaper saying? Because I missed it.
Thought he'd stay and master his ghostly powers. He did complete his unfinished business, though. Oh well, back to work.
Oh, was just chatting shit. So they've got some more information on here. So it confirms a chance to craft a bucket list, resolve lingering unfinished business in the afterlife, and wield new ghostly powers. Does that mean that ghosts are going to get like an overhaul with powers kind of like vampires or not mermaids, vampires, werewolves? That's quite cool. Even undergo a rebirth. Maybe that was a baby falling down in the trailer. Maybe it's like, like Buddhism, like rebirth or something. I don't know. The town is called Ravenwood. That's such an uninspiring name. It's so obvious. So in this world, there'll be 3 neighborhoods. Sims walk shoulder to shoulder with ghosts who have unfinished business, which is a new feature because it's capitalized. Crow's Crossing is going to be an eerie village frequented by ghosts and regular hauntings. Venture down the cult roads where you might discover a local grave maker. Oh no, there's going to be like a coffin shop. The mysterious merchant peddling an assortment of curious and collectibles, kind of giving Sims 1 making magic. Or the try before you die casket sale. Why is there a casket sale in the world? Although I just know funerals are going to be bugged. You know, weddings bugged in that pack. Dating bugged in Love Struck. I'm like 99.9999999% certain that funerals are going to be bugged in this pack too. So you can disappear into a crypt, confirmed a rabbit hole, to share a special moment with a lover or tell ghost stories. Okay, so you can woohoo in a crypt. Lovely. Ravenwood has 2 festivals, Family Day or Crow's Crossing Celebration of Life. Haunted houses, which we literally have in paranormal stuff, and a ghostly guarded wishing. I'm assuming the haunted houses, maybe it's going to be a rabbit hole, because obviously that's a feature in paranormal stuff. I wonder if they're just going to rip it straight from there. For a slower pace, there's a countryside called Whispering Glen. Investigate the Tarot Tomb Shrine at the base of the ruins in the local crypt. Garden in the shared community plots or gather collectibles. Whatever you do, stay until the moon rises. Each night, Whispering Glen hosts the local Moon Revelry Festival where Sims can swim in the moonlight, share stories at bonfire and dance. Things get a little wild during the full moon where clothing is optional, okay? Sims can take a dip in the baleful bog to have an out-of-body experience or transition into rebirth, partake at the thinned festival, or make peace with their mortality at the Afterlife Anonymous meetup. So it says here, have another baby or help the living. What does that mean? Like, are you personally being rebirthed into some random household or into your current household? I don't quite know. Or it shows this one on the right. The Sim's tired, so this ghost is giving her energy. Although there may be a new base game feature. It says there is a lot to do in a Sim's lifetime and so little time. Keep track of everything Sims want to do. Live their life to the fullest with Soul's Journey. Soul's Journey is capitalized, so it's a new feature. An all-encompassing reward system uniting aspirations and wants. Or maybe it's not base game. I don't know what that means though, uniting aspirations and wants. A Sim's Soul's Journey allows them to achieve rewards as they fulfill goals, with the ultimate reward being the ability to rebirth a Sim with the special burning soul trait after their passing. Sims who are reborn after completing the Soul's Journey can unlock past childhood development skills, traits, and infant milestones, depending on the age they come back as. They may also find special ties to Sims in their past life. Interesting. They also talk about bucket lists. Young adult or older can create a bucket list. If left alone, a Sim's bucket list will naturally populate over time based on their traits. But you can also write a random goal yourself or write a goal from a category, write a specific goal. And then that comes with powerful rewards, including the ability to experience rebirth. As a ghost, you may also continue your soul journey to complete your unfinished business, which if completed will result in even more powerful form or rebirth with the burning soul trait. They've also spoken about how 2 ghosts can have a spectral woohoo inside objects of all shapes and sizes. They can customize ghosts, build ghost powers, and even earn fear or goodwill essences from their interactions to make simoleons, so you can make money in the afterlife. And then Grimm's a boss. Okay, the new career. Sims looking for a new line of work can now dabble in death with 2 new careers, the Reaper profession and the Undertake career. I wonder if they're going to be live or not. So the Reaper profession isn't about killing Sims. It seems it's about, you know, like in Beetlejuice when they have that like doctor's office and they like help the dead pass. Like I think it's going to be like that. So you basically help ghosts accommodate to the ghostly life. Determine the cause of death for Reap Souls. Oh, I think it must be a live career. Come on. But although it says determine cause of death, so I think Sims are going to die in the world. I just don't know. Like, are they going to be killing off like random townies in your game? At higher levels, you can determine which souls you'll reap and which they'll return to life. Oh, so in the career, you can return a Sim to life if you want to. Once retrieved, souls can be placed in the Netherworld portal to meet the soul quota. You can also be eligible for Employee of the Month. Okay. And then we've got the Undertaker career is a classic career in The Sims that will both serve the living and the dead, from grave digging to embalming. What's embalming? Like putting lip balm on. Sims who pursue a career in the funeral industry ensure all Sims can move out on in peace. Specializing in this before afterlife care prepares a Sim for difficult moments like discussing end-of-life services or contemplating existence. So is it a funeral planning career? Though, is it going to be a live career? It says a classic career. Is that their like fancy way of saying a rabbit hole? There's going to be a ghost historian aspiration where you can unlock horror novels and receive the Ghost Whisperer reward trait. Visit any lot with the Hallowed Grounds lot trait. Try out the free new trait. Oh, there's new traits: Macabre, Chased by Death, and Skeptic. So a skeptic is a skeptic. What's Chased by Death? Is this really a new trait? Like, is this actually a personality trait, or I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google Macabre. Did they spell it wrong? There's something called Macabre. What's Macabre? Fear of death? I don't know. Honestly, we need more than 3 personality trait slots at this point because it's getting honestly severe. Sims can create a will at the town hall. Oh, it says that the death now with this pack allows Sims to experience 4 types of grief: denial, holding it together, anger, and blues. The grief type a Sim receives is based off their traits and, if applicable, their relationship. Grief will have its own set of behaviors for Sims to navigate, and it normally takes hold after the mourning period is ended. Not just death causes grief. Tough situations such as the loss of a family member or close friend, divorce, getting fired from a career, or the loss of a pet can also trigger grief. I wonder if it's going to be like the midlife crisis system from Growing Together, where it's like an aspiration, or if it's just a moodlet. I don't know. Sims can also attend grief counseling, console about death. I'm sure you can do that anyway. Sims can offer awkward sympathies or offer a sympathetic joke. Oh my god, that's something like dumb that I would do. When planning a funeral, oh no, it's gonna be an event. Funeral events, no, they're gonna be glitchy as shit. Players can choose which Sims attend, who the deceased is, select a dress code, and well, that's not gonna work. We've already sim with My Wedding Stories, so this is gonna be broken 100%. I am not even 99% sure. Like, I'm 100. You can sue me for saying it. I'm 100% sure this is not going to be a bug-free experience. There's going to be a variety of 14 different. Okay, can I just be a Karen for a minute? Events don't work in The Sims 4. EA, if you're listening, events don't work in your game. You know they don't work because we've told you with, I don't know, dine out restaurant dates, the Love Struck dating system, My Wedding Stories. You can't make events. With all due respect, you don't know how to do it. The game can't facilitate it, so stop making them. It would have been much better to have just like a scripted system with like cutscenes. I said this before about My Wedding Stories. Don't add something in if you know it's gonna be fucked and broken. That's just like a given. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, okay, can I just be Karen? Like, it's feeling like smoke and mirrors. Is that the right expression? Like, they just like throw in these buzzwords like, oh, we got a new event to hype people up, but like the event's broken. I know it. It's just like unethical. Like, you know, it's not good. You know, the events are going to be broken as shit. So why put them in there? So what do I personally think about The Sims 4 Life and Death? Right now, I don't know. It does seem like there may be some borrowed features from other packs. I think it's good that ghosts are getting an overhaul. I hope it's going to be like a skill tree system, kind of like werewolves and vampires, because I think that one like just works really well. I don't think I'm going to like the world. I think it's going to be bland and boring like every Sims 4 world. I think the new funeral events are going to be an absolute disaster. They're not going to work at all. Imagine like having like imagine having a funeral in your Sim does press ups. Imagine having a funeral and some random Sim stands up and does press ups in the middle of the funeral. This is happening. I know it. I think the inheritance system sounds like a good idea. I hope they do it cleverly. Like, I hope that you can have like a fight with your siblings, for example, over it. I'm curious to hear what their inspiration was for the world, because I'm not really seeing the best vision. It looks okay, but it's definitely getting a 1 out of 10 in my review. It's probably getting a 1 out of 10 for performance as well, because I know it's going to be bugged. Like, I just want to say, when Love Struck came out, the last Sims 4 expansion pack, I was like, oh my god, this is the pack for me. This is so chaotic. It's so sexy and horny. Like, I'm going to love it. And then it came out and it was just a little bit of a mess. It was a bit broken. And however hard they try and make a pack look good in the trailers, it's still a Sims 4 pack. So it's always going to be held back by the Sims 4 base game. So negative Satch is coming out now and saying, do I think this pack's going to be good? know because it's a Sims 4 pack. If it was a Sims 3 pack, it would have been great, or a Sims 2 pack. But as it's quite literally a pack for the Sims 4, there's only so much they can do. And this is why maybe we're seeing recycled stuff. So I love the theme. I like occult stuff and supernatural stuff in The Sims. And I like the idea of expanding ghosts. I think I might potentially enjoy expanded ghosts when this pack comes out, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to enjoy it if it doesn't work, because like Love Struck doesn't work. It's a faulty product, and like that pack would have been amazing for me if it wasn't a faulty product and wasn't implemented terribly. So we're going to have to see how well it's implemented, but I don't have my hopes up personally, given their track record of doing a terrible job with like the majority of Sims 4 packs recently. I don't have my like hopes held high for this pack, not because I've got negative bias, simply just based on past, the history, what they've done before with Sims 4 packs and how they're deteriorating a little bit. But at the very least, there are some features which I think look cool, and I'm excited to see what the gameplay trailer is about. And guys, SatchOnSims is at 149,000 subscribers. Like, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? I'm so close to 250,000. There was also a leak about Project Renee and another Sims mobile game called Town Life or something. So if you haven't seen that video I uploaded today, make sure you watch it. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.